I wonder if I'm in. Am I in?
Hey guys, this is Earl Dixon. We're reviving us again, and tonight we're bringing on our super trainer himself, Mr. Earl Cox. He's a long-time marketer, a very experienced marketer, been in the industry now for quite some time. Tonight, Mr. Earl is going to train us, to teach us exactly how to use RUA. So I'm going to lean back and introduce this spectacular gentleman who knows 100% of the information, been in the industry for how many years you been in the industry, Earl?
Over 15 years.
Over 15 years. He knows 100% of the information. He knows how to market. And tonight he's going to show you some tips on how to take this opportunity to the top. Mr. Cox himself.
Thank you, Mr. Dixon. I appreciate that. Hey, everybody, how are you guys doing today?
Hi, Mr. Cox.
Hey, awesome, Miss Doris, Tiara, Cecil, Marcus.
How you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, everybody, I'm great. Just ready to get this training on, Glad you guys made it to tonight's training, guys. As Earl said, I've been online for quite some time, I pretty much, been through a lot, seen it come through, seen it goes, so what we have a great program. So tonight I want to actually make sure everyone on the same page so we all get this thing down and we can start training our people as they come in. So basically, I'm gonna start from the start when someone gets started. Okay. Basically, if you meet someone that they're ready to get started, okay, this is what you need to do. They don't have to go to our website to sign up. All right. That way everyone should have this chart down. Print it out, download it. It's in our group. I'm gonna show you guys exactly where it is so you can download it. Fill the chart out, and someone wants to join you, fill a name in your open spot. Now, if all your spot is filled, then you contact your 9, right? This 9 in the bottom, and find out how to do it. Because those are the 9 people who you're actually working with. Because everyone, when the website comes up, that's all you're gonna see on your site. You, your 3, and your 9. That's it. So then you work with your 9 people, you have to contact them because you have the contact information and find out who they need or how the chart looking. Because remember, these 9 people here at your bottom, if they're not receiving donations, you're not going to receive donations from them. All right. So that's why it's important when you complete your chart of 12 people, you don't stop. You work with your 9 and help them. And once you
wait a minute, let me unmute you, Earl.
I'm muted.
Right. Yeah, I'm muted and know what's happening.
Okay.
And guys, when you're ready to have a question, just simply hit the raise your hand button, and we'll recognize your question. Okay, thank you, Earl.
All right, thanks, Earl. All right, so like I was saying, guys, if you missed it, the 9 at your bottom here, once you work with these guys and they start bringing their 3 in, your first 3 members, their team is already built. I don't know if you guys noticed that, right? So once this 9 start filling their spots, this first row, your 3 here, their 12 going to be built because remember, this 9 going to bring 3 each, and that fills this 3 pay line. Just as how when you came in and you fill your 3, these guys 3 going to get filled as well, right? So every single person going to have 9 people on their pay line. So when you come in and you get this form, you want to make sure you fill out your sponsor name. When you'll receive a welcome email. Everyone, when you have a new member joins you, you want to send them that welcome email because you're going to have instructions for them to follow. So the welcome email is also in the group. I'm going to show you guys that as well, where to find it. But the welcome email going to have the person's, your sponsor name and your sponsor. That means the person you're going to donate to. As you're looking at the chart right here, this is going to be you right here. Your sponsor is going to be over you, and this is your sponsor. You're never, ever going to donate to your sponsor. You're always going to donate to your sponsor. That means the person who brought your sponsor in. Just like when you bring your first 3 in, your first 3 will never donate to you. They're going to donate to your sponsor. So they'll go up to this guy, number 2. And likewise, your 9, they're going to donate to you. So everyone should understand that. So you don't need anyone to tell you who you're donating to. All right, you know exactly when someone joins you, someone contact you and they want to sign up right away. You look at your chart, you know who they're going to donate to. That's all you need. But once you do that now, you have to make sure that you get the information. You put the information down, the name, email address, phone number. I'm not so much the address, but make sure you fill out the name, the email address, phone number so you can contact that individual. Then this is the information that you're going to need when when the website comes up. They're going to be doing this from the website, but right now we don't have a website, to register them. So we want to actually keep track of it on paper. right? You maintain that. So as you see here, when someone comes in now, you have the ability to place people where you want to place them at right now. So example, if you brought your first 3 members in, 1, 2, 3, you bring your 4 people in, you have a choice to put them under either one of the 3 members you feel like. Okay, it's up to you. So if you want to put the first member under number 2, you find there's three spots and you put them under there. You have control. Now, when the website comes up, you really don't have much control over that because you're going to give them your link, and I think it's an access code, he said, and once they put it in, they're going to come under you, but they're going to fall on the next open spot under you. So that means if you have your 3 and your very next open spot going to be number 4, unless you have the individual under you, you have their code and you go directly to that person's website, then you'll fall under that person. So if you know you're signing up with someone in particular, make sure you get that individual link, right? That's when the website comes up. Now, right now, this is what's going on, okay? If you're working with someone, all right? If you're working with someone and they connect with somebody else and they put that person name as the inviter, you need to talk to them and let them know the person they want to sign up with, make sure that's who you put in as your inviter, okay? Because you can't change somebody's mind if they put somebody else name as the inviter. You can't blame that individual, okay? So you got to make sure, let them know, put my name as your inviter. I mean, when I say mine, I mean your name, all right? Not me, your name. Make sure you they put your name as an inviter and put it on your chart. Now, the chart owner is the individual filling out this chart. It says chart owner right here. That's the individual filling out the chart. I say don't worry about the email address. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys the forms you're going to have, the welcome email. Where we at?
Let me make sure you not share. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. You guys see my welcome email or you see the chart still?
Yeah.
You seen the welcome email?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Let me close this out. All right. This is a welcome email, guys. It's simple. All right. I think it's in a Word doc file in a group. As you see here, it tells you exactly what you got to fill out here. Thank you. The person who joined, you're going to put their name here. The sponsor, you're going to put their sponsor name in here, right? The person who they donated to, the sponsor, they tell you the donation is due now. You must, your $30 goes to the sponsor. You fill the name out here, the phone number, and the email address. Now, if you know the type of options that the donation options that the person have available to receive funds, you could also include it in the email. So, we use Cash App for the lower levels, for the $100 and the $30 level, sometimes maybe the $300 level, but we recommend when you get to the $300 level, send it by mail, next day mail, FedEx, or you could use the post office. But please do not use signed for the certified mail unless you and that individual actually talked about it and he said yes, put it signature required. Because if you do signature required and that person at home, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take it back. All right. So as Dr. Burnett always said, you don't want to have someone go through that problem. So contact that person and make sure, let them know, ask them if they want you to do it signature required or not. For me, I don't need signature required. Right, they'll drop it at my front door, and I'm good with that. All right, so here we are. You can read through the welcome email. When someone gets the welcome email, you have to read through it because it gives you step by step exactly the donation process. So it tells you here, send your $30 immediately to your sponsor. No, when you receive your full donations, I had these questions came up to me a couple of times. The way Dr. Burnett actually presented, he said when you get all 9 donations, send out what's not yours. But as you read the email, it says, here is a correct method. If you follow it quickly and easily, I show that we will reach our ultimate goal of 3540 in the shortest time period. Each of you will receive 9 total donations. But in order to expedite the system and maximize our donations in the shortest possible time, please adhere to the following. So you have to read the email. Send your $30 immediately. When you receive 4 donations of $30, immediately send your donation of $100 to the same person, right? So that same person you're sending to, remember, we are sending to one individual. So you should have that person's name, the number, so you get in contact with that person. If a person changes your phone number, you should know. If they change their address, you should know because you want a person in contact. Remember, that's the person you actually donating to. And the same way you're receiving from 9, that person is also receiving from 9 as well. So that's why you see you have to know who you're donating to and know who you actually receiving donations from. Next one, he says, when you receive full payments of 100, pretty much you redo everything just the same way you're saying your full payment of $30. You do it for every level when you want to receive that full payment. Now, if some people keep the full payment and don't send it out, what do people tend to do? You're going to tend to spend that money because some bill may come up and you're holding on to it. You won't think it's yours. You know, so I had one guy who told me they wait until they have 9 people. So I was trying to tell him, hey, that don't make no sense. I mean, if you wait until you're having 9, once you get your first 4, that money is not yours. So why keep it? Send it up on the next 5. That's yours. You'll keep the next 5. You know, so but last night I like how that lady did the call last and she actually broke it down because I had to send this welcome letter to Dr. B to make sure you see what's going on because this is the email that I received when I first got started. Same email. So I just want to verify with him if he was cool with this method. He told me yes, that's the way it works. You know, so she actually broke it down last night and said it like that. When you receive your first 4, send it out. Send out your that level 2 that individual. So that's the right way to do it. Don't hold on to it because you're gonna spend it. And when you spend it, time to donate it, and you don't have it. So guess what's gonna happen? You'll get kicked out of the program because you're not following through. So abide by this right here. Once you get it, send it out. Don't hold on to it. So this welcome message is in the group. I'm gonna show you guys exactly where to find it. In a few, let me just do this real quick. Can I stop the screen share?
Earl.
Facebook.
Earl.
Yes, ma'am.
Once this is filled, the email is filled out.
Yeah.
I have a problem with afterwards sending it. How am I uploading it? Or
okay. All right. I'm gonna show you exactly what I do. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna show you exactly. I'm gonna do it for you. So all right. This is looking at my Gmail. Okay. What I do, I already have. You see, I already have the email in here. So when I send it out, let me go to send. All I do is I copy the email. What's good at? It's still loading. I go to one of the emails that I previously sent. I copy it. Just like if you go to the group, if you already have the file downloaded, you download it. Just copy. Copy. Make sure you copy this the form at the bottom because this is the chart and the instruction form as well there. So I copy the entire thing. I copy it. I go to create new email. I paste it in, and I come in here and I edit the name. I might put Tom. So yeah, just edit it right there in the email.
Okay.
So, and the name and the phone number, I changed all the stuff on the top that need to be changed. I changed it out. Everything at the bottom here stays the same. Nothing else changed. And you put a person email, and you want to also CC the person that they're actually going to send to as well, so they'll be looking forward to it. And also, if you know the person's sponsor, do the same thing. So 3 persons should be receiving the email. And then at the subject line, you put welcome and donation due. Yeah, welcome and donation due. That's the heading I give it. That answer your question?
Welcome and what?
Welcome and donation due.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That makes sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Makes sense. Thank you.
The only thing I'm going to have to do my first, well, I think I did. I don't know if the other ones came through, but that's okay. I'll get it.
All right. So in the group, this is our group right now. This group right here is for anyone. We could add anyone to this group. I just created a new group just for active members. All right. But this group here, why we created this group, like we could bring people in the group to pick their interest. If someone say, okay, they want to get started, but they ain't ready to get started right away, bring them in the group because they could look at this video here and they could interact with us in the group. All right. But when the thing is, when they come to the group, they have to answer some questions. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. There's a few questions that they have to answer before we actually accept them into the group. So as you see this person here, she already joined. So she say, who invited you to the group? Are you willing to operate as a leader of your people who invite you to our community? And she said, yes. Are you willing to abide by our goals and rules for our group? So there's some questions that they have to answer. Now, if they didn't answer the questions, we're not going to accept them into the group. Because the reason why we have a lot of people in the group right now who are just sitting there not doing anything. So we didn't want that. You know, we want active people actually going to help their people and help us grow. That's the reason why we want to connect with the right people. And please do not just add people randomly to the group. Because this morning I woke up, there was like 64 members waiting You know, somebody added them. I ain't calling them. Someone added 64 members to the group. And that tells me they just add them. They didn't actually talk to these individuals, but they're just sitting there. So if you bring people into the group, make sure you contact them and let them know. Don't just add them because sometimes they ignore the request. So talk to them and find out if they're interested. If they're not interested, hey, move on. Okay, remember, this is by invitation only. And we ain't just want any and anybody join here. We want to work with specific people that's actually going to do the program so we all could win. You know, because if you have dead spot on your matrix, on your chart, trust me, if that person ain't doing anything, that means you have to do all the work. You have to fill that spot. And it's going to be a lot easier if we get the people to actually bring their own people in. 3, that's it. Just 3 members, guys. That's all we need. 3. If everyone does that, it's simple. No, we don't have to sit down and wait around for, you know, helping people to actually get in, to put people under somebody else. You know, I've been doing that a lot, guys. Right now, anyone comes in, they don't go under me. They go under team members under me. My next open spot. You know, so because I have a lot of dead members not doing nothing. I mean, nothing, not even advertising, doing ads, nothing. So we are gonna meet people like that. But guess what? Right now, we have control to just take them off and replace
Hello?
them. What was that? Somebody say hello?
Naisha.
Oh.
Naisha.
A question?
Naisha.
Someone had a question? No? Yeah?
No.
Okay. So you guys understand what I'm saying when you get dead spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because dead spots, that means you won't get paid for that spot. You won't get donation for that spot. If you want to get that donation, you got to actually work. And some people do that because they want it for free. You know, not doing anything. If someone's sitting there and they didn't bring anyone in, people are going to fall under them and they won't get paid. But it's up to you. It's up to you if that's the way you want to build your team. Or if you want a team of workers. I know I want a team of workers because I don't want to be doing all the work. So it's better if you bring your 3 people. No, this is what's going on, right, guys? Remember, your first 3, if you don't feel it, your sponsor going to feel it. All right? And if those 3 don't work, then it's your job to fill all those spots under them.
Show them that graph. Show it to them, Earl, so they can see the picture so they really understand what you're saying. Because people really need to get this right here.
But they did too.
Yep. Where that went.
So Earl, I just want to confirm. Hi, how are you tonight?
All right, yourself?
That when you add people in under you, that your sponsor sends the information to you, correct?
Yeah. Well, the reason why they're sending information to me right now because the site is not up. We have like a massive spreadsheet that Dr. Burnett could actually have access to. Instead of everyone taking all the form and sending it to him individually, he just have access to it on the form. So it's just a good idea. Send it to me. I'll put it on the form. I mean, I'll put it on the chart.
Okay.
Right. So, but for them to sign up, they could sign up directly there with you, and you could send me that information after.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So for the new people that just coming in, we're going to go to our chart, and everybody should have a chart from your sponsor. Hold your sponsor responsible. Your sponsors should send you an empty chart so you can start keying in your information. So you're going to show us the chart.
All right. So, okay, for example, if this is me right here, I bring these 3 members in, okay? And then you want to have your own chart as well. So if I bring 3 members in, and then let's say for some reason, number 2 didn't bring nobody in, and I brought these 3 people in on number 2, and they sit there and do nothing,
we can't see it.
The 9 under them.
See it.
We can't see it. You got a screen share.
That's my screen? All right, one sec. Where's the Zoom? I thought I shared my screen.
Yeah. Sometimes what you have to do when you go to a document, you got to stop screen share again.
Oh, yeah, I see it now?
Yeah, we can see it now.
All right, cool. All right. So going back. All right, this is you right here, right? You on the spot. This is your 3 you brought in. Now, you could also fill these 9 spots as well. Or each person could bring their 3 each, all right? Now, if number 2 didn't bring 3, that means you gonna have to fill this spot, because if they didn't bring nobody, this spot gonna stay empty and you don't receive donations for 7, 8, 9. No, you have to actually go and do it. So that's why I'm saying, make sure your first 3 is somebody that actually worked. And if you put your family members in here, which we've been doing, you have to build under them. That means you have to build the 9 under them. All right? If they're not marketers. So build wisely. For me, I put my family members in there. So I pretty much build all my 9 and I'm helping them build theirs as well, because they're not going to do it. But you see, you have to make up your mind to do that. You know, so you're responsible for that. So you definitely want to get people who actually work. No, like I said, right now, if you have any dead spot under you, that means the person sitting there not doing anything and they're holding you back from getting your donations. By all means, you replace that individual, take them off. Even though they already donated the $30, they're wasting your time. You have control. Now, when the website comes up, as far as I understand, if you have somebody that's there as well, no, you may have to keep record of them saying that they don't want to be in the program anymore, right? Just to protect yourself. Because if you have something the person said they don't want to be there and be on the team anymore, no, when you change them and you submit it to Dr. B to get it changed, you have something solid saying this person said that they didn't want to be there. So they can't come back and say, oh, you just moved them. You understand, guys?
Yeah.
So you're covering your butt. Say again?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, for example, this slot number 4.
Yeah.
So say I brought someone in and placed them there.
Mm-hmm.
So they bring in 9 people. Should I put all 9 of those people under that person, or should I work from left to right?
Hold on. If you say number 4 brings in 9 people,
right?
Well, if number 4 brings in 9 people, right, they're gonna have their own chart. You're not gonna be able to see under there.
That's right.
This is this is one individual chart right here. All you're gonna see on your chart is 12.
Okay.
All right. So if number 4 brings in 9, then they're gonna have the same chart and they're gonna put them in on the chart, the 3 and the. You see what I'm saying? If you bring 9, so now if you bring 9, remember everyone gonna have 12. So if number 4 brings 9, there's still 3 more spots to fill.
Okay.
So once you could, 3 is a minimum. 3 is just a minimum that you could bring in. You could bring as much people as you can, but they will fall on your next open spot. Unless, for example, let me show you. If you have, okay, let's go with this. All right, say you come in, you bring 3, right? And you is the one keep recruiting people, bringing people in. Number 1 and 3 is not doing it. You could place those people any spot that you want. You understand?
Are you saying the people that he's bringing, I can place them
on your board? Yes, the people that you're bringing in. If number 1 brought 2 people in, right? They have 1 spot open. Anyone else you bring in, they're going to fall in that spot, or you could choose who you want them to go to. But then when you send the welcome message, you have to say who is the sponsor and who they're donating to.
Okay.
So if you bring somebody, say Earl Dixon is on number 3, and you want to place somebody under Earl Dixon, you're going to have to tell that person that joining, Earl Dixon is your sponsor, and you're going to be donating to you because that's your board.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes.
All
right. Any more questions on the chart?
Yeah, let me talk to it too. All right, so guys, so a great example Earl just used. Let's say I was in spot number 3. And Earl, is that a live document right there where you can type something in?
Yeah.
Do me a favor and go in front of the 7. Click right in front of the 7.
What?
In front of the 7. Under the 7 on the bottom line. Make you click right in front of the 7. In front of the 7. Right.
In the box?
No, the 7 itself.
All right.
Click in front of the 7. In front of the 7. Okay, now backspace like 3 or 4 spaces.
Oh, they bring numbers back?
Bring the numbers back. Okay, now do the same thing. Bring the 8 over. Okay.
Gotcha.
So we can get that 12 back whatever it's supposed to be. Okay. All right, now, so guys, so now check this out. So if you brought, let's say for instance, now if you put me in spot number 3, so you building under you, so I'm your brother. So you brought in, you put me there. So so you building for me. I'm your brother. I'm in Kalamazoo, Texas, and I'm not interested in this, but you building for me, right? So now you're gonna have to put 10, 11, and 12 under me. But you can put when you recruit a person, you can put them in 10, 11, or either 12. But you got to give me 3 people if you build them for me. Okay. So if I put my sister there, I got to put 3 people under my sister. Okay. For example, but that you got me. So if you put Tom, Joe, and Mike right there, see Tom, Joe, and Mike, I got to put 3 under them because I chose to build for. I mean, you chose to put me in place. You chose to put me in place, so you got to put 3 under me. Now, if you just let's say for instance, I say, hey, who was it? I said Melody, the girl. I saw that thing. Look, I can work it myself. I'm your brother, so I can work it myself. So now, in that case, if I'm working it, well then I will put 3 people under myself. If I'm working it, because you want workers, you really want workers. Okay. Do you understand that, Melody?
Yes.
But now, if you put your 3 family members in, okay, so give me 3 family members.
And that's what I did. I put 3 family members directly under me. And I was just trying to see how to place this particular guy that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
If he decides to actually come in.
Yeah.
He was telling me that he had 9 people, so that's why I was asking how I.
So let's talk about that then. Let's do this, Earl. So what's his name? What is his name? Well, let's do it this way. So you put a person in number 1, number 2, and number 3. You already put people there. That's Melody.
Yes.
Okay. Now you put who did you put in 1, 2, and 3?
Mom, uncle, and nephew.
Mom, uncle, nephew.
Okay. Now that's your nephew.
All right.
All right. Now that new person that you say want to come in, you can put him because you needed somebody on your mom. So go from left to right. Put him on your mom in position 4.
Right.
Now what he builds under him, I mean that's on his chart, but he's gonna submit his chart to you. Okay.
Right.
He's gonna put his 3 under him and 6 on his bottom line. So he got 3 under him and 6 on his bottom line, which leaves him only 3. So he's gonna put them on his chart and submit his chart to you so you can see what's on his chart. Because you're responsible for, your goal is to help him manage until he get his 12. You want to know all 12 people in this chart.
Okay.
Because he's going to be paying you. And if you help him, if you see him all, see that, look down the bottom, it says finish line. Okay. It says manage all 12 positions to the finish line to become certified. What I'm saying there is this. If you really want to make sure your money's flowing right, you want to help. You want to help every person on your pay line get 12 on their team.
Okay.
That's called managing to the finish line.
That's really helping yourself.
Yeah, because if person put that guy's name in there for me, Earl. What's his name?
Pastor Victor. Or you can just put
Pastor in there. Pastor. Okay, that's Pastor. So Pastor. Pastor document gonna look just like your document, but Pastor gonna be where Melody is. Okay, and Pastor gonna have people in position 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So when he get to 9, he still got 3 more to go, but he gonna have all 9 spots filled in. And he need to submit that to you. If you know he only, and look, by the time if Pastor do that, let me tell you what you got already. If Pastor can do that, Pastor have all. Okay. Because Pastor was supposed to pay you 30, right? Right? Okay, now also, if Pastor got 9 people, Pastor already received at least 4 donations of $30.
Right.
So Pastor already owe you $100 already.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If Pastor already got on his chart, if Pastor already got people in position 4, 5, he got people all the way up to 9. So his first 4 donations was $30. That's $120. He was supposed to send you $100 because he filled in 4, 5, 6, and 7. So he was supposed to send you 30, and he also owe you 100 right now. Not tomorrow, but right now. Now, I want to make sure everybody. So do me a favor. Do me a favor, Earl.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put Pastor where Melanie is. All right, and all those other boxes, we're just gonna put an X in each box, just an X.
All right. So 9.
So now, the first 4, 5, 6, 7 is $120. That's 30, 30, 30.
Yeah.
30. That's $120. That money's supposed to come to you. Because it's going to him, but he got to leverage up. Because Earl just told everybody on the training that when you get your first 4 donations of $30, go ahead and take $100 and send it up. That's why training is important.
Yeah.
So we
right
all in the
now,
same.
I'm gonna come out to you right now. You owed $100.
Okay.
And you need to teach that to pastor. So this video will be available, but now pastor can look at the video because eventually somebody gonna owe him $100.
Right.
Coming back to you.
Yeah. Okay. For the pastors, there's a special way, like for them to really understand how they could help the church as well. We have a special chart that they could use. So if you guys come across the pastors who want to do that, me and Dr. Regina, I think we have a plan for that. So we'll actually do a training on that as well.
Okay. Yes, because he's wanting to do this for that particular purpose.
Okay. Awesome.
For his church.
Okay. So we have a training on that with that.
Okay.
So they understand.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions in regard to the chart? Everyone understand how to fill a chart out, how to work the chart? And so when your people come in, you'll have to be able to train them the same way as well. Don't depend on somebody else to do the training for you. Make sure you put them all the way out.
Hey, Earl, let me say something. The person that's let me see if I can mute them out. Let me see if I can mute them out. Okay, guys, so let me tell you also, that means you need your chart, and you need your chart. You need a total of 12 charts you need a total in your possession. You need a total of 12 charts. You say, what do you mean, Earl? Okay, so if you brought in person 1, 2, 3, first 3 under you, that means you are managing those accounts. So you need a chart for all 3 of those accounts. Now, if you're 9 people on your team on your pay line, you want to make sure they report back to you. So you need a chart for each one of them. As they put people on their chart, you need to have a chart for number 4, chart for number 5, chart for number 6, chart for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You need 12 charts, and actually 13 with you. You need your chart, and you need 12 other charts. So as people are bringing people in, they need to be saying, hey, Melody, I just brought somebody in. Number 4, he's saying, look, put this person on my chart. Number 5 saying, hey, put this person on my chart. Okay? So you keeping it with your team. So that's called managing to the finish line.
Okay.
You ain't gonna rest. Hey, look, guys, listen to this. When you build this puppy, when you build this to the finish line, you got your chart and all 12 of your people, all of those people on the bottom line have filled in their 12. Once you build this thing, you ain't got to reinvent it the second go round. The second go round, we just go through and send the money.
Right.
This is the hardest part.
It's building it.
Hard.
Yes.
It's not even hard. Other than working, just keep working.
See, now the way that we teaching it, a system of education and duplication. If people know why they're doing this, if they sick and tired of just working to pay their bills, how hard can it be to convince a person that
it ain't hard?
Yeah,
it's not hard.
Exactly.
I mean, if they seeing us training, they see we're a community of people, and we're trying to eradicate our debt and start income streams. This 9 income streams, 4 through 12 is income streams. You got to be willing. You got to be coming to you. Okay, all right. Let me go. Let me put Earl on top right here. He trying to show us his chart. All right, so let me do it. So he Okay, let me go to. Let's see how we do this. All right. Let's see. You can. Okay, let me stop screen.
No, I did an updated one.
You got the updated one?
No, show me the updated one.
Okay. I just want to give an example of it.
All right, wait a minute. Let me
But
stop.
where the pastor is, the pastor, then it's the minister's board and that way.
All right, now, do you want to show us your chart? I'm gonna put you front and center. Let me stop
You
screen.
have it. You have it blew up.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put you front and center. You're gonna be using your drawing board.
No. I have a copy. Originally, you have the copy. Hey, Doc. You muted.
1 minute.
Okay. She's gonna share her chart, Earl.
Okay.
Hey, Earl Dixon, I think my friend Taria, the new member, she wanted to ask the question.
Okay. Teray, go ahead. You can unmute yourself, Teray. Let me unmute you. Okay, Teray.
Okay, so I go by Tori.
Tori, okay.
My question, I have a couple questions. Why is it that the only low levels for $30 and $100 contributions or whatnot are through Cash App? Why do we start sending it by mail? How do we keep a proper ledger of what we received and so forth and so on? If there's no
Great question. Earl, let's answer that question. Show the chart, Earl, that we use for that. And Andrea, your sponsor, Andrea gonna make sure she send you this document. This is the document we use to send to our prospects. Our people who join, once they join, they get this document.
You talking about the welcome message?
No, the one that Miss Cheryl did where you can mark people off when you get paid.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's put it up. Okay. Where is that?
But even in marking them off when you get paid, why can't we use like Cash App for the larger donations?
Because for various reasons. Matter of fact, that's a question that we'll entertain off of this. Just know this right here. This activity has been being done on paper for years. Okay. And your paper is gonna be your paper trail for what you do. Okay. All right. Now, large sums of money. Cash out. My Cash App is closed. Let me answer it this way. My Cash App is closed now. Why? Because Cash App says that you cannot send no more than $250 in 1 week without upgrading your Cash App. I didn't know that. So Cash App shut my Cash App now. It's shut down.
Wait, repeat that again?
Okay, I'm going to say it again. If you read the terms and agreements, which I did not do.
I have not read it either.
I am guilty. Okay, Cash App says that if you're going to send more than $250 in 1 week, you need to upgrade your Cash App to a higher level. And they have a process for doing that. Right? So if you don't do it, they're going to close you down. Now, PayPal, and some people say, okay, well, I'm going to send those larger donations through PayPal. PayPal will seize your money.
Yes.
Okay, so listen, when we send, if somebody receive a donation through cash, just like we are instructed to do by the owner of this platform, okay, he says send cash. Okay, send cash. Why? Because everybody don't have a bank account. Everybody don't have Cash App. Everybody don't have Google Pay. They don't have it. So it's guys, and 7 billion people on the planet, 2 billion of them are unbanked, totally. 2 billion people is unbanked, don't have a bank account. So we're gonna respect them and get them cash so that they can have their money. But the largest sums from 300 and above, we've been instructed to send strictly cash. Somebody may not have a bank account where they can go in the bank and cash a $3,000 cashier's check. If a person don't have an established bank account and it's written on SunTrust Bank, you may not be able to get that check cash for various reasons. We can't go into all the reasons why a person may not be able to do it. We're not even going to mention all the reasons why a person may not be able to cash a $3,000 check. But for whatever those reasons that exist, we're not going to put that handicap on nobody. You can always spend cash. You can go to Walmart. You can go anywhere and spend a $100 bill.
Hey, Earl.
Yes, sir.
And I understand even the behind, because people could, be on disability or whatever. But I get a little nervous. I live in one of those apartment complexes. The mailman is confused every day. And I'm thinking the one time I'm getting cash coming in, it ain't ever getting to me.
Hey guys, hey John, to answer the question, it's simple. In your case, you remember you and the individual is in contact. That means tell that person, put signature required, and you have to be there to receive it.
Yeah.
You want a person that's going to be in contact, so you let him know what you want them to do.
Yeah.
Signature required, that means you have to be there.
That's what I'm really asking. Isn't really anything stopping me to say, look, I got an exclusive situation. This is what I want.
Yeah. You got to protect yourself and your money. My requirement for me is my money always going to FedEx. And my FedEx office is down the street. I'm going to FedEx and get mine.
Yeah, me too.
That's what my choice is. That's what my choice is, to receive my money. So if you're gonna send me money, I'll go to FedEx and pick mine up. Okay? So that's what I require to send money to me. Some people say leave it on the front porch. In certain neighborhoods, you cannot leave a
You can't do that.
Let me tell y'all something. You see this wallet right here?
Hey guys, let's continue the training before we go.
No, I got it. This Trezor wallet was dropped off by Amazon. Okay, it never made it to my house. I mean, they said it was signed off on. It was $179. Well, Amazon had to send me another one because the original one never made it to my house.
Wow.
Okay, we back, Earl.
Hey, Doc, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, so if you're building your church, this is how the church board would look like, so that this way the church is going to constantly always, those organizations within the church is going to always be having money, and the people that's in those different clubs on those organizations are going to fall below those organizations. So as you can see, the church is at the head. Then you have the pastor, because some pastors are interchangeably, they don't stay there for the lifetime of the church, because it could be run by an organization like the Church of God in Christ, Apostolic, Catholic churches. They are intertwined. They're always changing constantly. Then you have the ministers board. That means that's the associate ministers. And then you have the trustees board that basically handle all the finances. Then you will have under the pastor himself, this way he will put his wife and his children, and then you will continue with the board of the church, the deacons, the mothers board, the hospitality board, the ushers board, the choir, nurses unit, and missionary. So each one of those auxiliaries just will be going one underneath everybody, so it's constantly going evenly and there's no hole. Is that understood?
Yes.
So when you're doing this, you can basically utilize this chart as a way to show them how they will set it up. So whoever's going to be in charge of it, that they will mandate for each organization, they will each have their own charts. So now the pastor will have his 3 people, and each one of those people will be in control of those boards, and they will basically keep a tab. So this way they can see physically where people are falling, so that this way there's no discrepancies, nobody's out of order, and there's no confusion. Because we know that the church do not deal in confusion. God does not give us a spirit of confusion. So therefore, we want to use wisdom when we're showing it to the churches. But this is one way to help bring down them doing fundraising activities. They can do it this way, whereas it's a greater ROI, return on their investment. Now they're leveraging their $30, and guess what? Now each board will be able to now give to the church that they have commissioned to do their monthly dues, their monthly obligation for the pastor's anniversaries or different things come up. And if they have someone that they need to take care, like the mother's board, the widowers board, they're obligated to take care of them. Once they lose their husbands, or if somebody come up short, they're able to do that. Now they can feed more people. So now they're doing more community work, because the church is constantly building revenue that's going to stay there. I don't care if these people change, the church structure will never change. It's just the people will change. But then if they set it up correctly, their offspring and their legacies that go to the church will be able to flourish. And guess what? The membership now is going to increase, because now more tithes and offering is coming into the church. They don't feel obligated that they're taking money out of their own households in order to help the church, because they're $130 investment, and they keep inviting people and then telling each person that gets on each auxiliary, that this is their monthly dues, just like they have to pay monthly dues for just being a member to help with the kitty for the organization. This will help build that organization. Everybody understood? Any questions?
Yeah, I got a question. Okay,
Okay.
so like,
Sure.
on that document, when you show like the choir and different organizations, so if it's an organization, let's say like, let's look at your chart. So the ushers board, so would those members sign up under the ushers board? Would the usher board member actually sign up under the usher board, and the hospitality board sign up under them? Is that the way you do it?
Yes. So you basically doing it so that this way there's no discrepancies, and then you keep it flowing, and it's going to always have people under it. So they can even have a church meeting day that everybody bring their boards and everybody that's there, so that this way they can fill in the holes, so it's always constantly flowing and that there's no holes. Like we see on some of our charts, we have holes. So now this prevents the holes, because you put in each person under each board to fill in those holes. If you already finished all the usher board, so say for instance the usher board, but they may have 3 people that's left under that, but then they will put another member, choir member who's ready to come in, or a member of the church to come in under those filled boards, under those empty spots. So they don't necessarily have to be, but you want to start with those organizations, those people that's on those auxiliaries.
Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you.
So do you have a copy of this under files? Is this under
No,
files?
I made it myself. Because
Okay.
I did this in other organizations, and that's how we were able to build money for our churches, because our church teach prosperity.
Yes.
So that's what we did. We came up with this, so people have different amounts that they wanted to give. So people that weren't able to physically give, then the people that were able to give more, then they covered the people that wasn't able to. So this way the church flourished together and no one was left out.
Okay.
Now also, let me screen share for Dr. Regina. Anybody else got a question about that before we leave this chart? Okay, so let me screen share the answer, the young ladies.
Can you put the chart back, please?
Yes.
One second.
Dr.
I
Regina.
just thought about I can just do a screenshot of it.
Okay.
Are we on the call tonight or
hey,
not?
guys, you can take a picture of that. That's what you can do with
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to anyway. I don't know what's going on.
Earl, are we dialing into the call today or no?
Well, we really want to focus on training. I would rather focus on training than just get on the call, because you know it's one thing to sign a person up, but for them to know what to do.
Got 32
oh, that's right. But yeah, no, Doctor, he's supposed to be doing a special announcement tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this right quick then. Yeah, we should do that then. Let me screen share too. If you start screen share, everybody got that picture?
I got
everybody got that picture?
Thank you, Dr. Regina.
Yes, thank you.
What's the young lady's name, Andrea?
Tori.
Okay, Tori. All right, so here you go. You asked the question, so I'm gonna screen share and show you.
It's Taria.
Taria.
No, that's Tori.
Okay, can y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
You can see the document?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when a $30 donation come in, you're gonna write the name. Okay, you can highlight it in green. That's one donation. Earl, number 1. Susan, number 2, highlighted in green. John in number 3. Tim in number 4. Put the names in, highlight them in green. You know you get your 9 donations of $30. Same thing on level 2. Because you know right here, if you receive, watch this right here. If you receive 1, 2, 3, 4 donations, what does that mean on the $30 level? Tell me what that means.
Go to the next $100 level.
You send it up to the $100 level.
Yeah, you got to upgrade. You got to upgrade. If you get, like Mr. Earl said, Mr. Cox said, when you get your first 4 donations, you need to upgrade out of your first 4 donations. So 30, 30, 30, and 30. That's $120. You get 20, but you send the $100 to your person. Okay. Now, what happens when you
Also,
get?
Earl, 1 minute. Also, what you could do is you see where it says name underneath the numbers. You
Yeah.
can put the names down there, and in a section where you have the numbers, you can put the date, so that this way you can remember when the person gave you the money. Because I know when Cheryl did the revision, she put up there the date next to here up here. Either you could put the date here that you sent your money up to the next level. So next to these here, you could put the date that you sent your money up to each level. So that this way you keep a running track of how much you sent and when you did it on the date. So this way you basically have a synopsis of when you were able to upgrade and basically see if you could keep that running. If you basically in communication with your people that's giving their donations, so you're helping them as well as helping yourself and your team build, because teamwork makes the dream work. And when you're doing it consistently, then the dates are going to be basically you're able to track the dates that you're going to receive each money at each level.
Awesome.
And don't forget, Earl, to tell them that you always donate to your sponsor.
You always donate to your sponsor. So now, if you came in and you sponsored 3 people, you put 3 people in place. You need a document like this for yourself. You need a document for each of your 3. Okay, you need a document for each of your 3 people. Y'all see that? So you need 4 of these. You need one for each person that you put into this activity. Yeah, make sure nobody's saying anything. Y'all understand
and
that?
they need to do the same.
Yeah.
Also, if you basically keep a document, it's 4 documents in this package. You have the first, the chart with the board on there. Then you have the one that for each person of the owner, that's the second board, the second sheet. And then the third sheet is with all the team information of all those 12 individuals on each board. So if you keep it, then you keep a track of whoever is bringing in their 3 people. So even if somebody on that board bring in more people, they go underneath that 12. So guess what? You keep those, you now filling in those boards and helping your team now build, because you're going to have some people that's going to build slower than other. But if you're working with the 12 people on your board, then you're going to be able to basically write this board here. That's the names of all of your 12. And then also gives you notations where you can put the sponsor's name, so you know who's actually doing the work and who's not, or who needs a little bit more assistance. Maybe they don't understand it for whatever reason. So now you're absolutely helping them now get better. What you want me to repeat, Michelle?
Hey, Earl, you dialing in for your end?
Michelle, ask your question, because I don't understand what you mean. Repeat what? Can you unmute? So it's actually, you need 12 charts in total, because that package is going to be for each one. Each person is going to be keeping their own chart. So you actually need 12 packets for your team. And all those documents are in the group under the file section. So if you print them out and teach each other how to do it, that's why these trainings are imperative, that we come, so that this way if somebody get confused or they make a mistake, if they follow this diagram, you write down the diagram using that as a template for you to follow, then you won't make any mistakes, and you're teaching the other people. So in the event they can't come to these meetings for whatever reason on a consistent basis, you now have this template to show them, and you're teaching them, because now the more you do it, repetition is the mother of all learning. So if you're constantly doing this, now your team is going to be empowered, and guess what? Now they can focus on more invitations and send out the invitation to each other and to the people that they want to help.
Let me talk about that. Okay, now.
I'd like to say something. I'm sorry, Earl, but I need to interrupt.
Okay.
She was talking about the documents. I personally have a problem. I cannot open any of the documents on my computer or my phone that are not PDF.
Okay, so what you need to do, hold on a minute. Who is your sponsor?
That's Denise Moore.
Okay, so Denise Moore, your sponsor, need to find a way to get you your documents. So what you can do, have your sponsor.
I spoke with her and she can't even get the documents.
Okay.
Okay, another solution to that issue, you can email these documents to any Staples or any copy center, and they'll print them out for you, and then you just make the copies yourself.
Yep.
Okay, so how do I manage to email this particular document, whichever one I want, when I can't even open it?
What you do, you just simply go to the file section, download it, okay? You just go to the file section, download it. No, go to the file section, download it, and just send it. Or I'll help you with that. I'll work with you because you and I got a relationship. So I will help get these documents downloaded, and I will send them to wherever you tell me to send them because I got a relationship with you. I'll help you. Now, I want to do this. Got it. Brenda, we good on that?
Yeah, good, Earl, thank you.
I will help you. Guys, let me tell y'all. That's what we do.
Monies, and I had to send you some money. So
that's what we do. We are a family here. Truly. We help each other. It's all about helping each other. Earl, you dialing in, right? Now, guys, I want to show you one thing. Screen share. Show you one thing. I want everybody to understand this. All right, so make sure y'all, let me know if you can see my screen. Y'all see my screen?
Ali, thank you so much, Dick. And we got.
Okay. All right, so you see my screen, right? Okay, so imagine number 4 being your water bill. Number 5 being your light bill. Number 6 being your cable bill. Number 7 being your internet. Number 8 being your car insurance. Number 9 being your car payment. Number 10 being your health insurance. Number 11 being your internet. And number 12 being your property tax. Nobody got to remind you to pay them bills. Nobody to remind you. These are income streams. So it's just the opposite. This money coming in. Okay, so you want to be able to track money coming what? In. I'm going to say it one more time. These are 9 income streams coming in at the bottom. Okay, so what we're teaching you to do, a sheet for each person, that's your money. That's tracking of your donations coming into your household. You track your money going out of your household. So you need to track what? You most definitely want to track the money what? Coming in. You want to be on the right side of money. Tracking money coming in puts you on the right side of money. Wow. Yes. That makes me happy. Yeah. So anyway, so we know it seems like a lot. It's not. It's like running your own business. This is our activity. Okay. It's keeping up with donations. We're tracking donations coming into our household. Okay.
And another simplified form too, people. If you get, those coupon ladies, y'all know those coupon holders. So if you have one for each increment that you have, and you could keep that money in those slots, they come usually for 12 months. Put it in there, or either get you 12 jars. You got residual bills, and this is what Myron Golden did, the #1 affiliate marketer in the industry, who's my mentor. He basically said, if you simplify whereas you have 12 jars, you know that you got to pay your rent. You want to have one for your rent, your household bills, one for your tithes and offering, one for your play money, your entertainment, and one for your children's allowance. So you're constantly putting money in there. And also to make sure that you're able to have this money for your family, because some of you kept saying in the group, and I hear it repetitively, well, I'm bringing in my children, and so my family is on my pay line. What you can also do is know that this is pay line number 4. This is pay line all the way from 4 through 12. You have a jar for that, and you put in money in there. Every time you break a $5 bill, put $2.50 in that jar. You break a $10 bill, you put $5 in that jar. You break a $20, you put $15. So this is a sacrifice that's also teaching you a way on how to save money to get $2,000. Oprah had this on her show in 2015. All right? We can finish after the call.
See where it's for that's from the west, and that's on the east side. I thought I saw 1 or 2. New Hampshire, Vermont, or New Hampshire, or Vermont. It's from California all the way down to Key West, Florida. I tell you, it's amazing. People involved with this program. It's a fantastic opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. John Clark, I'm out saying you fantastic. And what I've learned over the years that makes anything work And first of all, I had to grow some. I didn't have any patience. I was microwave before microwave was invented. And my wife has told me a million times in the last 54 years, you need to slow it down. And wait on to come to you, you have to go get it all the time. But that's the way it is. But God has been very, very good. Matter of fact, excellent, excellent, excellent. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is no way I mean that I want to offend anyone, because being Christian, that's where I am, and whatever you are, there's no way whatsoever to try to offend you or what you believe in as far as your religion and what you believe in. So just make a note of that. And it is being recorded. Let it not be known that I said that. Because whatever you enjoy, whatever you believe in, that's you and whoever you believe in. Let's move on. Revive Us Again is all 25 years, 9 months, and 5 days today. On the 28th of May, it will be a whopping 26 years since God gave me this revelation. And I finally got caught up in believing what I was hearing and feeling and seeing and put it to work. And great God Almighty, that's what it's done for today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very exciting time, very exciting time. Discussion with one of my good friends today about trying to multitask in different programs. I do not, a few years back, for me that you are doing too many different things, and to be very honest with you, you're not doing very well with any. Now, can you imagine I was infuriated. But after I get composure out of that production, and I did find that I had stretched myself out too thin and wasn't doing it the right way. Didn't have time to nurture it the way it should have been. So I immediately started appointing other people to go out and do certain things in those ventures that I was involved in. And I'm still doing that today. My heart, mind, and soul, ladies and gentlemen, today is Revive Us Again Nation. My heart, mind, and soul is Revive Us Again Nation. My other 5 companies, my son runs those, and my daughter. Every now and then they would engage me and ask me a question about something, or I want my opinion or something, and that's about it. But other than that, I'm giving you 100% of my time in the Revive Us Again community. And by virtue of this, I had a gentleman that I called on yesterday, and he was getting ready to go to Chicago to a national convention. And he's a minister under the great, iconic Louis Farrakhan. So I told him, before you leave, you need to go ahead and get you some money in your pocket before you leave. And he said, how am I going to do that? So I explained to him what the program consists of. And he said, give me about 30 minutes, let me call you back. I will have my 3. And I said, before you leave, make sure those 3 have their 3. And then you have some money in your pocket to go up to Chicago, from Missouri over to Chicago. So he called back in 30 minutes and he said, I got my 3. Here's all the information. I don't have time. And I did, and about another 20, 30 minutes later, I got calls from those 3, and they said to me, Dr. B, I have 3 people who want to join the program. So within an hour and a half time, we had ciphered the first level with this gentleman. Less than 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen, had cycles. And this is how I did it. It was really unique. It's amazing when you give instruction to people and they follow those instructions, how the puzzle come together so quickly. He said, what's the formula to get to? I said, you bring yourself in 3. That's going to be $120 in donations. Everybody comes in, and I know the kind of people you run with have that money, loose money, and that won't be no problem. And all day today, after last night, I still been working with these guys. New people coming in under them. They are building a tremendous team, and most of them are snowed and iced in up in that area. So I guess they got nothing else to do but go ahead and follow some instructions, make some money. And they've been blowing the phone up all day, congratulating me for having a program of this nature and make it available to everybody across the country. So I'm still saying, if you just stick with one thing for the time being and let that one thing grow until it go into maturity, then venture into another venture. But right now, I'm getting 2 or 3 emails each day asking me to look at this program, look at this program. I'm going to tell you guys, please do not engage me. I do not have time. It might be a very fantastic program, but until I get this new program, Revive Us Again, Airborne, we're on the runway. We'll tax it out from the tarmac out to the runway. Now is time for us to get airborne. And until this thing is airborne, I'm 100%, matter of fact, 150%, trying to get everybody lined up to get everything moving in the right direction. And I'm double checking, triple checking, and double checking, and triple checking, because one thing I despise, and that's mistakes. Even though I made a ton of them in my lifetime, and I learned to hate them because I always feel you should think it out. Think it out before you do it. Think it out. And that's what you call beta testing. You're running a test on something to see whether the product that you're trying to pursue is going to be what you expect it to be when you run it through the process. So that is very, very, very important. Very important. Also, before I get into the presentation, I do not want you to go out and throw tombstones in the matrix to say I got my 3. Now, if your tombstones come in and don't do anything, that means that you're stuck. You are not going to get any donations. If you put 3 people in here that you know a tombstone. What a tombstone? They're marked in the graveyard. They don't move. They don't do anything. They sit there, day in, day out, 24/7, 365. Don't move. Just stand there. So if you're putting those tombstones on, you're making a real bad mistake. Go out and get some people who are needed, and there are a lot of people out here, ladies and gentlemen. You got to engage people, especially senior citizens. There's not a senior citizen in America that's going to tell you that they don't need extra money on a monthly basis. Out of one. So it's your responsibility to go out and engage these people and let them know what you do and how you do it and why you do it. And they will find that $30. And they would tell, I have a lady that lives in an apartment complex, it's a high-rise senior citizen center in Wisconsin. They have 400 units in there, 400 residents, 400, one residence. And this one lady is going through that residence, talking to all of her tenants, co-tenants, about this program. And it's getting ready to explode up there. So if you don't open your mouth, you're not going to get anything. And if anybody that is familiar with the scripture says, seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be open, ask and it shall be given unto you. Seek and you shall find, knock and the door shall be open. But if you don't do it, these things that you just mentioned, it's not going to happen. This is not osmosis. It's not osmosis. It is about you engaging your fellow co-workers, your brothers, your sisters, your co-workers, the church members, your sorority sisters and brothers, anybody that you can engage about this activity. That's what makes it work. Now, I would like to give kudos to Miss Sally. Outstanding job, as Brother Albert had just alluded to. It's a very great presentation, which I had no doubt about it. I had another lady to come on, but her aunt got ill, and she had to leave Georgia and go over to South Carolina. And but anybody who wants to step up, and remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is not my program; it's our program. It just so happened I happen to be the owner of the body, but have no control how you build your program other than right. Because when I do this presentation to my new people, they're going to realize what makes this program so unique and so different, that you control it. You, the owner, control it. You know who you're putting in, you know who they are, and we ask each and every person to go out and do what you're supposed to do to build you a solid team of three. A solid team of three. And you're on autopilot. Because if you're doing it solidly, guess what? Teach the duplication. And it's like, since it's so close to Valentine's, if you want to do some, get a cookie cutter that is in the shape of a heart, every cookie that comes off that cutter is going to be in the shape of a heart. So you have to program yourself to duplicate success. You have to program yourself to duplicate success. Now, so much for that. Moving on. Revive Us Again. Greatest program on planet Earth. I've been told this a million times in the last 25 years. But here's the secret, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to make a note of this. We're going to use our disclaimers. We're not a company. We are not a company. We don't have any officers. We don't have a home office. We don't have a telephone line. We don't have no board of directors. We don't do multi-level marketing. We don't do network marketing. All we do is engage and do personal, private engagements. Private engagements. And as a result of that, that's just the foundation of this activity. That is the foundation. Making sure you build from within. Now, with the advent of having a computer, not the computer, but the website, that should be up and running hopefully within the next short period of time. That's all I can say. But we are regularly working, and I got 8-10 people here every day. Some of them start at 7 o'clock in the morning because they have to go out and back to pick up the kids and drop off at school and bring them home, go back and pick them up. So, but anyway, what they are doing is taking all the data that we have on your genealogies and putting it in a chronological order, because one it is uploading the computer. Remember what I said earlier, I hate problems with a passion. I want to be absolutely perfect. So when the switch is turned on, everybody will see everything that they need to see in the order in which it's supposed to be. But since we've had some interchanging and some bagging out, some twisting around, and we got some offering people, we do have some offering people that we are working to get placed. But let me share this with you, the good news, not the good news, the great news, the great news. When the website goes live, you might say, I had so-and-so as my sponsor, but if that sponsor is not active anymore, you're going to be keyed in to the person that we know are active, and the computer's going to make sure that you stay progress in the right spot without any problem. So don't have no fear of that. Everybody will be treated equally like we are right now. You can't have any more than 12 people on your team. But when the computer sees if one of your people happen to decide he or she don't want to do it anymore and drop off, then the computer will fill that spot for you. And what I would suggest that you do, you will be able to get that person's name, phone number, zip code, email address if they got one, and all this good stuff. And it will help you to get to know that person as you do your other 12. And the other thing, too, that we are analyzing and concentrating on, we know we need to help as many people, especially our seniors, as we possibly can, because their lives are a lot shorter than the average person because they have already expended a lot of their time, like myself, in a multitude of others on the phone. So what I ask each person to do when you are engaging a senior that do not have a computer, do not know how to use a computer, do not know how to use a smartphone, then you must nurture that person, or either take the bull by the horn and make sure if you're going to put that kind of person in to support them, then you got to support them all the way. Because automation is something that not 50%, I should say 70%, of most of our seniors do not know how to utilize. Do not know how to utilize. So all this come into thinking when you ask when we going to turn it on, when we going to do this. For all of you savvy people that know how to use these electronics, that's fine. But when you take these seniors that don't own one, don't even have internet, don't have nothing, don't have no other hot spot or cold spot or no other kind of spot, then it's your responsibility to nurture these people if you're going to be a benefactor to them. So please be cognizant of that. That's one of the major problems that we're trying to figure out right now what to do. So I think we came up with a solution later this afternoon. But the main concern right now is that we're making sure that we take care of all our brothers and sisters in the Revive Us Again community nation. So we are a community, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry about the going and pre-doing, and I just have to get that off my chest because it is troublesome to know that you got people out here need this and don't have these computers and smartphones. And we have to figure out a way we can help them. Simple as that. Now, for the benefit of our new people, I do appreciate your time, your interest to come in and listen to a short presentation. It's not very long because it was put together for the benefit of people who were semi and all literate and semi-literate, and we had to work with them based on the ground up. So here is the formula in order for you to be very successful in this community. As I said earlier, each person coming in has to create a team of 12 people. He has to create a team of 12 people. Now, don't be misled in thinking that you got to go out and bring in 12. That's not the system. We ask you to go out and bring in 3. We ask you to go out and find 3. Then we ask 3 to get their 3, and that's 9. And 9 plus 3 is 12. So when you come in and listen to the presentation, make your decision that you're going to join in the community. At that point, the person that invited you to the community, then you ask that person, who do I send my $30 donation to? Okay? He or she will tell you. Once you get that donation sent out, you're placed on the chart, and at that point, you need to go out and engage as many people that you possibly can within your close warm market, family, friends, church members, club members, or whoever they may be, neighbors, down the street, food shooting buddies or whatever, and tell them what you're doing, and you want to come and let them listen to the message. Now, if they say, oh, I don't have time, I'm working, I got a part-time job, and I got a part-time job and a part-time job. Well, we have a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, 365-day a year call that they can engage in. All they got to do is call this number, and Brother Elba did ask you to write the number down. That number is, for the playback 24/7, is 515-604. 9694. 515-604-9694. And the same code you got in on tonight will be the same code you will use to listen to the recorded call. And that number is 298726#. Okay? Now, you can listen to that, and Write it down for people on the lunch break. Guys, there's so many ways that you can engage people. You got to be innovative. You have to be innovative. You can be sitting at a restaurant and just engage the person. And they say, well, look, I have a program that I got involved with that is nothing like I've ever been in before. It is the most exciting thing. And what I love about it, you control it. It's not like you're going to send your money to somebody in Japan or China or Italy or South Africa or Brazil. It's not like that. You're talking about close-knit people. We're helping each other do what we do best. Help people get out of the financial bondage they're in and live a good life in the way God intended for us to live it. So with that said, we're going to tell you again how to get involved. Number one, get invited. Listen to the pre-recorded call or the live call. Make a decision. And after that decision is made, you get to the person that invited you and ask that person, who do I send my donation to? And when we first got on this and started having the nightly calls, there were thousands of people, hundreds and thousands of people. They were sending money to everybody who they thought would put them on the book. Created a complete chaotic mess. But we have to have law and order, ladies and gentlemen. Personal law and order. So we keep that in mind. So now, once you find out who your person is going to be that you're going to be donating to, which is your sponsors inviter, you're going to get all donations to that individual for the rest of your duration in this community. No difference. No difference. So now, when you engage your 3 people and get them to come in and do what they're supposed to do, then those 3 people are going to give to they're going to donate to your sponsor. Now, those 3 people got to duplicate themselves the way you did. You got 3. Each one of your 3 got 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. So once that has happened, I thought we had a real fast and long weekend Friday night. And by 2 o'clock on Saturday, this young lady had cycled and got her 9 donations at the $30, and then also somebody came in under that, and then she ended up taking $100 and going to the second cycle. But to have this gentleman yesterday to come in and do this in less than 2.5 hours is mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling. So that's why it is so important that you get the 3 count of people that's going to be a benefactor to you. Okay, so now let's move forward. You're going to get 1 donation, and you're going to receive 9 back. We have what we call a 9-to-1 turnaround. You give 1 and receive 9 back. So now, we have 5 different cycles we go through. Cycle 1 is $30. Cycle 2 is $100. Cycle 3, $300. Cycle 4 is $1,000, and cycle 5 and last is $3,000. So let me go do the tabulation on this. Now, once you receive, when your 9 people that your 3 people brought in each, once those guys give you their donation, you're going to have $270 in your pocket. Not for you to keep. Some of it is, but not all. First of all, we ask you to take the $30 that you started with, which we call seed money, and put that back in your pocket or put it in an envelope and seal it for another cycle. Then we ask you to take $100 and advance to your second cycle. Then we ask you to put $140 in your pocket. Now, the same people who gave you them $30, they're going to do the same thing you did. They're going to receive their $270. They're going to pocket $140. Going to advance to the second level with $100, and they're going to put $30 in the seed pocket or envelope. So now you have $900 from those 9 people. Of that $900, you're going to keep $600 and you're going to advance to your third cycle. Those same people that gave you the 30, the 100, they're going to do the same thing that you just did. They're going to receive their 900. So what happens to them? They're going to put 6 in their pocket, and they're going to send you 3. 9 times 3 is 27 plus 0, 0, 0. That's $2,700. So at this stage, what's going to happen? They're going to send you $300 a piece, like I said. That's $2,700. So you're going to keep 17 in your pocket, and you're going to advance to your 4th level. Now, once this is done, the same people, the same 9 people, you never have to do fan anymore. They're going to advance to that level that you just left, and they all going to get $2,700. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to put 17 in their pockets, and they're going to send you $1,000 each, which is 9. And you're going to take that money and go to the 5th level. $3,000 from that 9,000. You're going to put 6 in your pocket, and you're going to go 3,000 to the last level. So as soon as your 9 people reach that same plateau, they're going to do the same thing. They all going to send you $3,000 a piece, and they're going to keep $6,000 in the pocket the way you did. So what happened at this point? You have just cycled the first cycle, which is you're going to add them up. 5th cycle, 27,000. 4th cycle, 6,000. 3rd cycle, 1,700. 2nd cycle, 600. And the 1st cycle, 140. You add all this up, ladies and gentlemen, that's come out to a whopping $35,440. Now, remember I told you to put that $30 back in your pocket in the seeding envelope. You can take that same $30 again, bring the same people that you just cycled and got your $35,000 with. Now you can turn right around, and where it might took you maybe a week, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, or a year to get that 35. Now you can turn around and do it in almost an hour. Fast as people can exchange those gifts. It's just that fast. But once you get it fixed, it's on automatic. It's automatic. It's on automatic. Now, this is very key, very key, very key. That is the end of the presentation, but I want to reemphasize this. Since we are uploading the people in the computer, we are looking at genealogies. I've asked every Tom, Dick, and Harry to send me that genealogy. And I tell you what, 75 to 80% of you have. If I don't have your genealogy, when we uploading it in, you will not get in. If I do not have your genealogy, and if you don't have but you and your 3 people on it, that's good. If you don't have but you and 3 people, as long as I have a genealogy that I know who your sponsor is and your sponsor, then we can build the program the way it's supposed to be built. But if you hold back and don't send them in, guess what? We can't put them in. So don't blame us, blame yourself. And I'm appealing to you again. If you haven't sent me your genealogy, please do. Email. Please write this down. OBAR10@Yahoo. And you say, I am this, and here's my genealogy, Dr. B, or whatever you want to call me. We're going to get it, download it, and we're going to look at them, and we're going to put that puzzle together. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't get shut out. I have on the phone right now about 421 people that hearing this, so you can't say you didn't say it. The recording got it, and I'm trusting that you got it. So please get your recordings, you get your genealogies in, so we'll be in a position to load everybody in, and we're going to make everybody that participate the happiest you ever been in your life. Because when this computer hits and this website goes up, it's going to flood the market. And the way it works, according to what I was told, it goes to the top of the matrix, and it works its way down from the top to the left. Then if anything holds from the left side to the right side, it fills it on that level. Then it comes down again on the next level, the same thing. So if you got your 3 in, you're in good shape. If you got 5 in, good shape. You got 8 in, great shape. 10 in, great shape. 12 in, great shape. 27 in, great shape. But you're going to be adjudicated. And that is the secret to what we do. This is the greatest program. And I've had some real fantastic mathematical-minded people that constantly tell me how ingenious this program is. Now, let me share this with you. We have some imposters out there. But don't let your heart be troubled. Do not let your heart be troubled. Because all the imposters, I promise you, they will be shut down and they will have to pay for their mistake. I promise you, that's the law. That's the law. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate your time. I spent a little bit more time than I wanted to, but these announcements had to be made. So please adhere to that. Get back to the person, young people who came in and looked at the program tonight. Get back to the person who brought you in and make a decision and let them know so you can start receiving your donations. But you must get your 3 people. All minds are clear, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I have for tonight. And again, I do appreciate Sally for doing an outstanding job on last night. And we're still looking for more volunteers. If you're interested in being doing the presentation, just call me, text me, and let me know, or call me. Then we'll set you up a date. It goes through and practice with you to make sure you got it down right and pat, and we'll let you do it. I do appreciate you. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
This session is no longer being recorded.
Okay, guys, so you guys heard it from the owner, creator, entrepreneur, innovative mind, Mr. Dr. Otis Barnett himself. I rank him right up there with Steve Jobs. Actually, I put him above Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, because none of them have put a chicken on my kitchen table. But Dr. Otis is putting chickens on my table weekly. So I don't know how y'all are ranking your heroes, but I'm ranking them above Steve Jobs and Bill Gates. Because the chickens are coming in.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So,
I hear you.
So now also, all right, so this recording, right? Listen, guys, do not modify, tweak, or change Revive Us Again. Without permission. Without permission, do not use the program as it is. Dr. Otis ain't playing. He got a legal team that's gonna get some folks if you have taken his intellectual property. Let me tell y'all something. I'm an IT guy. 15 years computer engineer. Made the last company I worked for $17 million the year I left there, literally on their income statement. Intellectual property is just like having a safe in your house and somebody breaking your house and steal your safe. If you steal somebody's intellectual property, do you guys know in cyberspace right now, that's the most highest crime that's going on around the world is the theft of intellectual property. Go look it up. Go look it up. And if you're taking somebody else's idea and making it your own, I just wouldn't want to be you. Don't come be on his platform and change his program without his written permission. That's all I can say. I would hate to be you. I would truly hate to be you, because he's not going to play it. So any questions from anybody on the panel tonight? We're going to be doing these trainings every Wednesday. Each person is responsible for learning the information, getting the documents. Everybody on this panel should have all the documents from the file section. All right, let me screen share on Facebook. Everybody should be able to go to RUA. Go to the file section. Go to RUA on Facebook. There it is. Let's see. There go the file section right there. See the files. Scroll down. There are your documents right there. There are your documents. Now, I'm just gonna have a conversation with everybody real quick. I'm a business owner, and my overhead in my business, my mortgage payment on my facility, $1,330 a month. My light bill on my facility is around $600 a month. Cable bill around $200 a month. Got 2 light bills, about $200 each a month. You guys have an opportunity to come to this activity and make it a multi-million-dollar activity, and all it's costing you is $30 in your time. Now, I'm just gonna tell y'all something. Some people not taking this serious. Nowhere else in the world are you gonna be able to take $30 and turn it into 30,000 for one-time donation. Nowhere else. Now, for people out there in cyberspace, you know, what in the world is this activity? This is crowdfunding. This is crowdfunding. How many of you guys know what taxi cabs are? See, taxi cabs were just taxi cabs back in the day. And guess what happened? Uber came. Uber tapped into an existing industry and brought a platform with a twist, right? And now you have a choice. You can still call it taxi cab, or you can call Uber. And then Lyft decided, wow, what a great business model. So here came what? Lyft. So now you have a choice to call it taxi, Uber, or Lyft. So let's talk about the crowdfunding industry. There's GoFundMe. That's the taxi cab. Okay. And there's RUA. Okay. Kickstarter. Indiegogo. Okay. There are different platforms with a what? With a twist. So we like the Uber of crowdfunding. Everybody said the Uber of crowdfunding. The
Uber of crowdfunding.
The Lyft of crowdfunding. We are a platform just like they are. People who ride Lyft is not going to jail for riding Lyft. People who ride Uber is not going to jail. And people who go on GoFundMe and set up a campaign is not going to jail. Not unless you commit fraud. And let me be very careful about that. The donation and reward crowdfunding in the sector is not regulated, but it is governed by. Okay, let me give you 3 sectors right quick, because some people don't know. 3 types of crowdfunding: peer-to-peer lending crowdfunding. Peer-to-peer lending crowdfunding is where you want to run a Starbucks, and they give you go out. You say you need a loan from a peer, a venture capitalist, and the venture capitalists give you the money that you need to run your Starbucks. Okay, that's called peer-to-peer lending. That's a loan. It's regulated by the SEC. All right, then you got donation and reward crowdfunding like us. Okay, like GoFundMe. It's not regulated by the SEC, but it is covered by the laws of the land. You cannot come here and say that you're going to get donations to build a house and go buy yourself a racing boat. So, but now if you say you're going to use this platform to uplift your life or to upgrade your life, it encompasses everything. Okay? Okay? So when you are out here and you are sharing the platform, don't tell a person you're going to buy a boat and you go buy a house. Because if they give you funding under the auspices that you gonna go and build a house and you go buy a boat, it's not the same. That's fraud. Okay, so if you say, hey, I'm joining RUA to upgrade my lifestyle, that encompasses everything. Okay, so the laws of the land governs that. The person who set up a GoFundMe account and committed fraud said that they had helped the homeless man under the bridge. They ran out of gas. They all came together, raised $400,000. Okay, he complained because he only got $75,000. All three of them conspired. All three of them, and then they only gave him $75,000. He took them to court, and God exposed all three of them. They all got locked up because they lied. And then GoFundMe gave all the donations back. Can't do that. So now, last category, equity crowdfunding. Okay, so this is not regulated, but the laws of the land governs, keeps us from breaking the law. Last category, equity crowdfunding. Equity crowdfunding is where you need funding. Equity crowdfunding is where you can start your business in exchange for ownership in your business. That means if you're gonna start a Starbucks, you ask for funding. Somebody give you the funding to start your Starbucks. You say you're gonna give them 10% equity in your business. Okay, that's called equity crowdfunding. Last year. They did $2.5 billion last year. Matter of fact, donation reward crowdfunding did $5.5 billion. Okay, now equity crowdfunding is regulated. Why? Because there is ownership in the company. Anytime there's ownership in a company, it has to be documented. So anybody questioning what we're doing, that's why we're not a business, we're not a marketing. We are a crowdfunding platform activity. That's what we are. So I just want to be straight on that. Crowdfunding. And we don't give tax advice, but we will tell you that you need to get with your accountant, okay, whoever files your taxes, and consult a tax about how to file your donations on your taxes. They may say it's donation and you don't have to do anything at all, okay? But you have to be the one to get with your accountant, and they have to tell you because you're responsible for filing your taxes. Okay, Mr. Cox, coming back to you. Let me unmute you. Okay.
Hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, awesome. All right, so if we have any new members on here, guys, if you found this program to be a solution that you can...
You're too low.
Can I hear me?
I can hear you. Try it again. Try it again.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So for the new members online with us tonight, if you happen to see this program as a good fit, something that that's actually going to help you, go ahead and get back to the person who invited you to this call. That person pretty much cared about you enough to share this information with you. As you heard, this is a invite only, personal invitation only. We can't just go and just join like that without being invited by somebody else. So you see the information, you heard what Mr. Burnett said. It's coming from the horse's mouth. That's how the program is. This could actually help change a lot of people's life, your family's life, your friend's life, your community. Because guess what? We're giving back to our community. That means we could reach anyone out there and put them into the program and be a blessing to them and their family as well. So this is a great way that we could actually accomplish what we want to accomplish, in a short amount of time. It all depends on us. We want to do it. And also, as you see here, we are a group of like-minded individuals. We actually come together to help each other out. That's what we do here. So if you feel welcome to our family, we all welcome you to join us. Be part of our team. As we give trainings every Wednesday. We are here every night from 8:45 Monday to Friday, and then we go on to the conference call. We also offer time for you to ask your questions. If you come on here early by 8:30, we'll be able to ask your questions. So, welcome to you guys. If you want to work with us, we're here to actually support you, and we all welcome you. Right back to you. You're muted. You're muted, man.
Okay, so we basically done. If nobody have any questions on the platform, before you leave. Okay, now guys, I'm just gonna tell you, the person who invite you to this platform is your leader, your educator. We have a system of education and duplication. Okay, hold your sponsor responsible enough to get the information. If you need documents, ask from your sponsor. If you need to know something, your first point of connection is who? Your sponsor. That's your sponsor. It's like just act like you're running a business. Okay? All right. So you would go to the person and head of the business. This is an activity, but still you need to learn business principles. Okay. So if I don't mind helping anybody, but your first point of contact is your what? Your sponsor. And and I will tell you guys something. I've been doing multi-level marketing for 30 years. I don't join just anybody to do business with. I make sure that the person I sign up under, okay, have access to people with the answers. And if they don't, I don't join their team. I just don't. I made it a habit years ago. So it's either, if I'm gonna join your team, first thing I need to know, do you know the person with the information? Do you have access to the person with the information? Because if they don't have that, I'm not trying to upon you. I'm not gonna do it. So if you want people to follow you, you got to be a good follower first to learn the information. Then you can lead them. Okay? And how do you get the information? Coming to the conference calls every night. Coming to the Zooms every night. Listen, hey there, if you're working a job right now that's gonna give you an opportunity to make $35,000 a month, you can contact my phone number right now. Okay? Because I need to know about it. $35,000 a month. And if you don't have that opportunity, well then some people need to be showing up and treat this like work. Okay? Because I'm here because I need this. I don't know about y'all. I need this. So I had to go there. So if you ever dreamed of being your own CEO, Dr. Barnett set this up so that every individual person could have their own. This is your own Uber, your own Lyft, your own Papa John's, your own, whatever you want to call it. This is your baby. If you see my trainings on social media that I'm doing, this is your network. You monetizing your network. Sam Walton monetized his, monetize yours. Okay, now I'm done, Dr. Regina.
Okay, I got a question.
Yes. Wait a minute. Oh, slow down. So, love to have you on the panel tonight. What's your name, please?
It's me, your mutt.
You crazy. Okay, hello, Brenda.
Hey, Earl. Look, okay, check this.
Yeah.
So we get our 3 people.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, our sponsor decides they're not going to work this no more.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is just a scenario because this is my question.
Okay.
What do we do if this happens, that our personal sponsor decides they're not going to do this no more, and so that spot's going to be open and we still under them, we just under an open spot. So our 3 people, they're going to be sending a donation to that same person again.
Well, if a person's going to leave, what I will ask you to do, okay, if a person's going to leave, you need to send an email to Dr. Otis telling them that person have left the platform, okay? And if you have a person that you would like to put in that spot, because remember, it's 3 people under you that's paying to that position, okay? If that person leave, and you want to just plug, because when that person leave, those donations, in order for that person to be in that spot, they already sent donations to get in that spot to be your sponsor. So if you're gonna walk off the platform and leave that money on the table, and you got Lil Ray Ray going to stick in there, stick Lil Ray Ray in there and rock and roll.
Let me answer that, Earl.
Go ahead, Earl.
All right. If you sponsor the person that they're supposed to pay up to not there, remember that person is on the individual board as well. He's on somebody's board. So they're going to know. And they will have to replace. Remember, you can't replace anyone above you.
That's right.
To replace people under you.
That's right.
So if someone above you is not there no more, the person who above, they're in somebody else's board. So they will know to replace that individual.
Yeah, but my question is, what if that spot is just open and these people under you ready to make their next donation? What do we do then?
It shouldn't be if the person. It shouldn't be open. It shouldn't be open. Somebody's responsible for that person. Somebody up over you is responsible for being in contact with that person.
It's in somebody's pay line. And if you find someone like that, just as he said, notify Mr. Burnett or somebody so we know that, so we can take care of it real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to have no one waiting. Because that's going to be against you. Because remember the 72-hour time limit? And if you don't report it, that could be against you as well, the person under. So that's why you see, the minute you find out that person is out there, you got to say something.
Okay, so like the 3 people under us, when we send their original welcome, right? So then we need to send them another email saying that the information has been updated, that particular person is no longer in the program, and here's the new information to send your new donations to.
Hold on, repeat that. Repeat that one more time.
Okay. We got our 3 people. Our 3 people, when we get them, we always sending them the welcome email with the donation due.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's going to have that sponsor that decided to drop out. So what you're saying, like for me, is under you with Suzette. So I get with you and say, hey, look, this person is above me. They decided they don't want to do it no more. This spot is open. I need that contact with you to tell me who you putting in that spot.
Yep.
So then my next step is to send email to my 3 people saying, hello, guess what? This people decided to not work the program no more. Here's the updated information. Because if we don't, then they gonna be sending, when it's time for them to level up, they're gonna continue to send to that one person that decided not to do it no more.
Correct. That's right.
You're so brilliant. You're so brilliant. Thank you for highlighting that. Thank you. And guys, I cannot impress upon you how important it is to create relationships with anybody you're sending money to in your activity.
I have to nip that in the bud quick.
I done told y'all, you need to have names and phone numbers to all 12 people on your sheet. Let me put it this way. You know the name and phone number to your light bill company, your cable company, your internet company, because we pay those bills every month. How you not gonna have the information to someone you're gonna send money to on this platform? You need to know who you're sending money to. And if anybody on your pay line, you gotta have their name, phone number, email. They sending money to you for the rest of your life. Okay, so it's all about creating what? Relationships. This is the wow. Boy, we tearing this industry up. We are relationship creators here. We want to get to know you. Okay, awesome.
And one thing you guys gotta realize, if someone quits, he's not hurting the team, he's just hurting them. He's hurting the individual, because once you make that donation, guys, your team is you're there. You got the program for the rest of your life. So why not work it? Why would you give up something? I mean, even though somebody is doing something wrong, they'll get caught. Trust me. If somebody's doing something wrong, they will get caught.
I got a person. I'm sorry, I got a person on my timeline right now. I haven't seen him. Got an attitude about something. I haven't seen him all week long. If he don't pop back up, all I'm gonna do is ask him, are you still participating? Because if you're not, you on my pay line. If you're not gonna participate, I got somebody I can put in your spot. Okay, so I'm gonna let him go for the rest of the week. Come Friday, Friday's payday. Okay. I'm gonna contact him. I'm gonna contact him tomorrow and tell him I need a decision by Friday. Okay. So don't take it personal, but if you're on my pay line, I need to know who's on my pay line.
And someone, I think Michelle asked about the training. Yeah, Michelle, 8:45 on Wednesday, and the conference call is always 9:30, Sunday through Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think it's 8:30. It was 8:30 for PST or CST, one of them. But you could guys do that.
8:30 Eastern is our regular time.
Okay, gotcha.
8:30 Eastern.
Did you say the 9:30 call?
Yeah, the conference call is always at 9:30.
That's Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern, yeah. I have the time on my, I think I have that post on my wall. I'm gonna tell you, okay, the time is the regular conference call time is 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 8:30 CST and 5:30 PST.
But we're meeting here 8:45, right?
Yeah.
Well, at 8, let me tell you, at 8:30, from 8:30 to 8:45 is news, crowdfunding news. 8:30. Okay, listen, guys, listen. I'm just trying to tell you, we are creating a professional platform. Well, listen, when I say we have a system of education, duplication, I had a lady all the way from, I had a lady all the way from Zimbabwe reach out to me and say that she having problems with people joining her team. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Are you educating them? People don't know about crowdfunding. You learn about crowdfunding and you become a teacher.
Yes.
Okay.
Dr. Earl.
Yes, sir. 1 second. When you start teaching people about the industry, I already asked you guys, go to Google Alerts. Go to Google. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna show y'all. Screen share.
When I tried to get in at 8:30, I couldn't.
Well, I don't know why, but I sent you a link. You came right in.
Yeah, it took a couple of times after that. It wouldn't accept my name.
All right, here we go. So I'm going to Google. Can y'all see my screen?
I'm gonna have to leave.
Okay. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Google. Here go Google right here. The people who are being coachable and taking action, I'm telling you, it's gonna make a difference. Go to Google, type in Google Alerts. Google Alerts right here. Okay, Google Alerts, and you hit. Okay, brought it up right here. Monitor web of interest and content. I'm gonna copy this link right here. I'm gonna copy this. Okay, I'm gonna click go on there. All right now. Then I'm gonna take this link. I'm gonna put it in the chat room for you. For people who haven't done this yet. Now what happens here? You go to Google Alerts, you type in crowdfunding. Okay. Right here, you type in crowdfunding, create an alert about anything you need information. This Google will allow you to put in a keyword where Google will send you emails on anything. If it's rats eating cheese, you put it in there, Google will send you an alert. But we're gonna put crowdfunding in there. Hit enter. Then we'll put cooperative crowdfunding in there. Hit enter, and Google will start sending you emails on the crowdfunding industry. When we say it's a $34 billion industry on target to be $300 billion, you're gonna get emails showing you where that $300 billion is coming from.
I would say to start sharing that on your wall so people not only hear about our opportunity, but they go, wow, I guess the thing is pretty big.
Yep. Exactly. Thank you, John.
Connected, it's the same thing.
No, you're right, John. You guys, if you start posting information about crowdfunding on your Facebook wall, people are gonna know that you are a crowdfunding advocate, and they will reach out to you as you're posting crowdfunding articles and you are posting about RUA. The RUA is a crowdfunding activity, but then eventually they will know that you know what you're talking about. So Facebook, your Facebook wall is your classroom. If you own it, your Facebook wall becomes your classroom. So if you want to become the crowdfunding consultant, information provider on your Facebook wall, become that person. Because if you look at those Google alerts, they're showing you that every nation around the world is doing crowdfunding in some format, some fashion. So for the naysayers, it's all right here. You put in crowdfunding. Let me type it in. This is what happened. Crowdfunding. Okay. You hit create alert. Okay, and then it's supposed to be crowd anyway. So Google, then I spelled it wrong, but Google gonna send you some emails. Start reading those emails. When we start doing our from 8:30 to 8:45, that's what I'm doing. Crowdfunding news. Crowdfunding news. Article. If you want to do an article, if you found an article, reach out to me during the day. So I got an article I want to share tonight from 8:30 to 8:45. That'll be your platform where you can come in and read and talk about what you read from your Google alert. I welcome you to read, come to the platform. Now, some people think that this, let me tell you something. There are going to be hundreds and thousands of jobs created in the crowdfunding industry. For companies, corporate, Facebook is doing crowdfunding. Okay, right now, you go to Facebook, they're doing crowdfunding. Okay, and you can get a job anywhere. You can go to any company, any corporation, and you can say, I would like to know if you offer crowdfunding. Okay, if they got a position available and you've been doing this, okay, and you know your information, you may get hired. Okay, I wouldn't be afraid to go to any company right now that does crowdfunding and apply for a position because I know my information. And when you know your information, you can talk about your information. So just know your information. All right, anybody else got a question? Because if you don't,
I got a question, Earl.
Uh-huh.
On that, when you go in there, do you have to put cooperative or do you just put in crowdfunding?
No, okay, let me explain this. Put crowdfunding. What you could do, crowdfunding is the industry as a whole. Okay. The key words that you put in, you can put in peer-to-peer lending crowdfunding. You can put in, well, if you put crowdfunding period, it's gonna cover the whole industry. Just put crowdfunding.
Okay.
But we are cooperative. So cooperative crowdfunding is a group of people come together and work together for a common cause. So I will put crowdfunding and cooperative crowdfunding.
Okay, so that's two different ones.
Yeah,
okay.
two different alerts. That's right.
Okay. Appreciate you.
I'm getting emails on both of them every day. Every day. All right, now, Emil, you had a question. Emir.
A statement. I like this new network that you have created. You call it CFN. You can be broadcasting CFN from 8:30 to 8:45 every night.
Yes, sir.
CFN it is.
That's what it's gonna be. There you go, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bad to the bone. Guys, tonight, for 15 minutes, if you have not, like Emir, if you want to hang around.
Yes, I do.
Who else is it? Thank you, Emir. I'm gonna go to the spreadsheet and enter your information live in the spreadsheet. Okay.
Thank you.
I got Stacy. Stacy was on the platform. If you're hanging around, I can go ahead and put your information into the spreadsheet. Okay. So if anybody else, this room is open. This room can be open all night. So if you are the person who inputting data for your people and you want to schedule some time in the Zoom room and bring them in the Zoom room, it's open. Now, the Zoom room will be open 24/7 around the clock. We don't close.
Can I say something, please?
Yes, sir. What's your name, sir?
I'm Michael Lanier.
Hey, Michael Lanier. Where are you from, Michael?
North Carolina.
What part of North Carolina? North Kakalaki. What part of North Carolina?
I'm about 20 minutes north of Charlotte.
Wow. Welcome to the platform, Michael.
Hey, listen, I got a big concern.
Okay.
I have had 3 people that was placed under me.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is Earl. We're gonna do the prayer in a few minutes. This is Earl Dixon, Earl Cox, Regina Turner, Miss Doris Prater. All of us have been pinpointed as leaders, presenters on this platform. We want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We truly, we love you. I love people. I'm gonna really tell you, if you ever have to say anything about me, what's one thing I can say about Earl Dixon? He loved people. And that's all I can tell you. And that's what makes me who I am. That's my motivation. You guys are my motivation. Okay. So if you're out there and you see this video, and you want to come join this wonderful team, just simply get back with the person who sent you this video. And it's just that simple. And we want you to take back control of your financial position. Okay. We want to teach you how to leverage money just like the banks leverage your money. No longer will we spend voluntarily $17 billion a month on cell phones and $68 billion a month on light bills and not take care of ourselves first. Those days are over. But if you want to be a part of this community where we're investing in ourselves first, all right, reach out and come join us. All right. So now I'm also going to tell y'all this. Everything starts with a beginning. Okay. And you are truly at the precipice of a new paradigm shift in funding. Let me just tell y'all something real quick. This is the truth. 15 years from today, the chances are there will be no banks. Literally. No, not for us. There may be a place for Walmart to make their deposits, Target to make their deposits, but for everyday banking, there will be no bank. Zero. Remember where you heard that. Remember where you heard that. Okay? And you better do them Google alerts and pay attention. Traditional ways of getting funding. Now, after you find out about fractional reserve banking, if you got an option to grow your money somewhere else and get access to your money, you mean to tell me you still gonna put your money in the bank and let the bank make $3,333 on your money? You really gonna keep putting your money in the bank, letting them make $3,333 on your money when you got other options? In that case, you can deposit it into my bank. I will hold on to your money myself. Okay? If you want to just give it to somebody and let me leverage your money and make $3,300 on every 100 you deposit, you can contact me. I will receive your money and issue back to you when you want it. But there are other options, is all I'm saying. And technology is exposing those options. Okay? Now, Miss Regina, Mr. Earl, if y'all want to say closing words or whatever. Earl, with then Regina can close it out.
Nah, Regina got it.
Okay.
If all minds and hearts are crystal clear, let us pray. You finished, Earl?
I'm done.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord God, we want to thank you for allowing us to come to your throne of grace as humbly as we know how, Father God. We want to thank you for your mercy and your favor that you continuously bestow upon us, Lord God. We want to thank you for ordering our steps and giving us an open mind and open spirit to receive all the infinite abundance that you have for us, Lord God. We thank you for each and every family that is represented here on this panel, whether they're shown on the camera or not, Father God, that you will continuously anoint them afresh. Give them a mind to want to love on your people, Lord God. Bring us closer together as a community, Lord God, one of helping each other, that we're practicing the law of reciprocity to sow a seed into each other, dear God, so that we can reap a harvest that we will not have room enough to receive. And Lord God, we just ask that you continuously put us in front of the right people that need this help, oh Father God, that want this help and want to implement the strategies and the wisdom and knowledge that you have bestowed upon them, Father God. And Lord God, I want to thank you for utilizing us as your vessels to impart into your people wisdom that they will never learn in school, oh dear God. And Lord God, we just ask that you allow us to duplicate this process for our legacy, our children's children, our upcoming kings and queens, Lord God, that you will continuously bring them up in the way that they should go so that they will never depart from thee, Father God. And Lord God, we thank you and we love you. In Jesus' magnificent name, we pray and give thee thanks. Amen, amen. And if anyone hasn't told you today, God loves you and so do I, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Okay. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, this broadcast is over.
Amen.
If you're gonna stay, if you're gonna stay for the spreadsheet update, you can. I'm gonna go to the spreadsheet and make some updates. So I got Otis up here. Omir up here, and also I'm gonna be uploading Benjamin information. Hey, Carol, have you put your information in yet?
You know, I had the same problem that Brenda has. I cannot open that information on my computer.
Right.
And so I have not submitted my document.
Hey, Earl, before you go, guys, just so you guys know, for the team, I'll be the one entering the information into our website. Okay, so.
Okay, you want to put it in there?
No, not saying when the website comes up.
Oh,
I'll be one entering stuff in the website. So that's why I said put you guys stuff in the spreadsheet.
Wow.
So should I send the information? Should I try to email the information or text the information to Earl Dixon or to Earl Cox?
Well,
You also send it to me as well.
Yeah, we all could have access.
All three of us.
Hey, excuse me, Earl Cox.
Yes, sir.
This is Eric Cumbie. How you doing?
Hi, Cumbie. I'm good. Yourself?
Hey, oh, good, man. Can't complain. I missed that. When you said, would you repeat that? What you said again about the update, inputting the stuff? You're going to be doing what now? Working with who?
Now I'll be working with Mr. Burnett to put the information into the website when the website comes up.
Okay.
So that's why I said, guys, give us copies of your chart so we could include it in our chart in the master chart.
Okay, got you. Okay.
When you send the information up, like Carol is she's in my downline, so most definitely she wants to send me a copy. Okay, you can also send a copy to Earl because Earl is, like you said, he's gonna be data input person or controlling or manager, supervisor, whatever. And Dr. Regina, she's also got access to our data input. Okay. So now I tell you what we could do. I will be committed to, if you guys want to get some rest tonight, the ones who know they got data to input, I can be here tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock a.m. I will take an hour from 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock to go in and put in information where people show up in this room. We'll do the best we can. Mr. Earl, are you available during that time tomorrow at all?
Tomorrow, no. I'll be here tomorrow. No, not tomorrow.
You won't be here tomorrow? Okay, I will be here during that time. I can do the updates that I can do.
Okay. I'm available at that time. I'll get with you.
Is there a time at all that you're gonna be available that somebody can come to the room and work with you, Earl?
Now tomorrow, I do my physical therapy, so I'll be in and out.
Okay, so tomorrow's off guards. If you don't have your data in the computer, you need to be scheduling time with somebody to get your data into the computer. Because you hear Dr. Oden and he's not playing. Make sure that your information is just on your chart is not enough. You need to make sure it's reflected in our database. Okay, awesome. All right, so we'll do.
I know that he gave the email address, but could it be posted directly in the group chat to make sure it's no
to my Dr. Oldest email?
misspelling or anything?
OBAR10.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. OBAR10 at yahoo.com.
Yeah. OBAR10 at yahoo.com.
So that's OBAR 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna spend I just what I'll do. I'm gonna go there and see. Okay, so if you want to do something tonight, and you want to hang out with me for about 30 minutes, I'm gonna take a 30-minute break to go see my son and my wife. Then I'll be back here. Okay, at 10 minutes till 11. That's 30 minutes is 11:41. I'll be back here for 30 minutes.
I'll get back with you tomorrow morning. That would be better for me.
Okay. All
okay.
Right.
Good night, everyone.
Okay.
Good night, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Emir, is that good for you, or you need to? What do you need, Emir? What's better for you, timing wise?
Is you say 11:40? I'll be there.
30 minutes. Okay.
All right.
All right.